comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, blue ready. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the out, watch the out.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go,
So after the loss of 2, here's second and 12 from the 23.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right.
And Garoppolo, maybe a free play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here we go.
And the ball moved up here now to second and 7 following the penalty.
Let's go, D, tighten up.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That second down play nets a -4.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
21. Here we go. Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shift. Five-o.
Running right, Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They've had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They run with Breida, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
CD, you know, there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Intended for Dante Pettis. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Barber. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the 80 weapon. Let's go. Check safety, check safety.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston airing this one up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here we go. 180. Mike 45. Let's get the ball.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first down, here's Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they will. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Ready. Mike 54. Hey, stop.
On first down, Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Jones, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll try to run with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo leads for McKinnon on the draw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Now Gould for the extra point. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ndamukong Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready? White 25. White 54. I'm coming.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 24 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The first down throw for Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Winston gives to Barber, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Barber, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He's crashing.
They'll run with Barber. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to roar the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. We'll see. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Here we go. 20. Let's go. Tight end to the rock, boy. Tight end to the rock.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, open man is born. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Garoppolo looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida taking it in, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Winston airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Barber on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 16.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Barber. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the carry, it's Logan. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jameis to throw it. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. Tackling, because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot, plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run it with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they take a knee.
Winston on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 42-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Winston on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Winston on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Bucs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat...
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got it's a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Get down and finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But it's